Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Keeping Up with the Castle, your news show and discussion on everything Walt Disney World. On today's episode, we have the Epcot After 4 annual pass hours have changed. Disney removes the D23 Expo references to reflections of Lakeside Lodge. The live-action Mulan will debut on Disney Plus instead of the movie theaters. And then Disney has finally installed the Prism pylons at the Epcot entrance fountain. So all of that and more, up next. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name is Colin. I will be your host, and join with me every single episode, my co-host Brendan. How you doing, man?
Doing great.
Glad to hear that. As you guys can see, we're both on Skype. We're not with each other in the studio right now. However, we still wanted to bring you some content, some news, and discuss a little bit for you. There's still some stuff coming out, so we wanted to make sure that happened. The date is August 13th, 2020, and this is episode 61 of the Keeping Up with the Castle podcast and video cast. So as we mentioned, we have about 4 news topics we're going to discuss and kind of break down for you. So Brendan, unless you have anything kind of to say out of the blue besides the news, I'm going to have you go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, so the first up for the news topic is Epcot After 4 annual pass hours changed. Disney has announced that pass holders who have the Epcot After 4 pass that typically allows entry at 4 p.m. will be able to enter the park at 2 p.m. when the hours are shortened in September. I think this is great for those people that do have that pass. They only shortened the hours of Epcot by an hour, so I'm surprised they really gave them an extra 2 hours.
They moved it to 5 p.m. though, so they would have only had an hour because they moved it from 6 to 5 starting.
Okay, yeah, that is true. So moving it to 2, that is good. I think it's great. I think they did shorten those hours just to kind of bring that topic up. They don't have people in the parks, I don't think.
And especially Epcot of all parks, it's the least busy by far right now, even with the festival. That's what Disney's been reporting, as well as a lot of the other news sites. So I think it's necessary. You got to think, these people used to have about 6-ish hours on their Epcot After 4 pass. If it was a weekend or depending on what day it was, now they only have about 3, but it is what it is. I'll take it, but not much to say about that. I'm glad that they have the opportunity, and that is a Florida local.
The After 4 annual pass, yeah.
So, anyways, we'll move on to the next topic. My first topic of the day, and it's going to be that Disney has announced that they have removed. I'm sorry, Disney didn't announce, but Disney did remove the D23 Expo reference to reflections at Disney Lakeside Lodge, which was going to be an upcoming DVC property. So Disney has removed the reference from their website and all their D23 announcements. The cancellation of this project doesn't come as too much of a surprise, though, as Disney has defunded a few projects where construction has not actually gone yet. So They've hinted in many ways that this is probably not going to happen. They haven't straight up said it yet, but I think this is another nail in the coffin. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so, too. It's just kind of one of those things they don't really have the funds for right now. Mm-hmm. And, it looked like a really cool hotel and, but if you don't have money, you can't build it. You stick it to the side. You either bring back a similar design maybe in a couple of years when the money starts flowing back in or on a regular basis. But I think we all saw some things getting cut. Obviously, I don't think they even broke down. They just cleared the trees, I think.
They just did ground clearing. They poured some pavement. But they've actually, a few news episodes ago we covered, they actually started reseeding some areas that they didn't even do the concrete yet in, but removed all the grass and wildlife. Yeah. So
they didn't spend much money in there, just clearing, just your bulldozers. So they got out of it without even, probably putting in, plumbing and all the other big.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't think they ran any of that. So I think this is going straight into the Walt Disney Imagineering vault, and maybe we'll see it again one day, or maybe it'll disappear forever, just like some other things in that vault.
Yeah, and maybe you can always improve on it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to go ahead with your next one, Brennan?
Yeah. So the live-action Mulan is not going to be debuting in theaters. It's going to be on Disney Plus. Right. So Disney's live-action rendition of the animation classic Mulan will release to Disney Plus as a new premium purchase featured on September 4th for $29.99. This will be the first in-app purchase option due to the movie theaters not being open worldwide, and will determine much about how we see the new films in the future. You know, they kept on pushing back that date. I think it was started July something, then they moved it to August. Then I thought they moved it to September, and then I looked again, and then Disney Plus.
Yeah.
$29.99 is not a bad price, because when you think about it, most movie tickets around the world are probably going to cost between $10 to $15 per person.
Right.
Maybe matinee, you're getting $7 to $8 or even $6. If you're going on a date, that's $30 that you'll probably spend. If you do have a full family,
think about food and beverage.
Yeah, and if you have a family, this is the best deal ever, because you're only going to spend $30 spending on the movie, but obviously you're not getting that same experience with, I don't know how big the screens are in theaters, but you just probably have your 50 to 60 inch TV, maybe a movie theater in your house, but it's not going to be the same experience, but it'll still be a great movie. That's all.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a great movie. It's not going to be true to the animated classic, but it's going to be an awesome rendition. It's going to be more historically accurate. I think it's going to be a fun feature film. And like you said, drinks, popcorn, candy, driving there, paying for the ticket. If it's not matinee, it's probably $10, $12, $15. I think it's fair. And you also get to have it on your Disney Plus profile permanently after that purchase. It's not single-time rentals. So
yeah, and it's after, I'm thinking 6 months, it will be free on Disney Plus. I'm thinking they'll probably give it a little bit of time to get the money revenue, because I forget how much the movie cost, but it was in hundreds of millions. Obviously, they have to make their money back some way, and this is how they're gonna do it.
Well, they have quite a few subscribers to Disney Plus, many millions. So I think, honestly, if even a small percentage does this purchase, they'll do okay. And I think, they'll still sell DVDs, maybe, stuff like that, merchandise, we'll see. But it is what it is. That's life now. We'll take it how we can get it. I know I will purchase it and watch it, so I think we'll be all right.
I'm just going to have to go buy my sodas and my popcorn.
Yeah. But you'll save a lot of money there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get the gas station candy for much cheaper. We'll move on to the next topic. The one I kind of wanted to leave last specifically because I wanted to discuss it. It's probably the big topic. Most of you have probably already seen the images all around the internet or on Instagram, but the Epcot Prisms, the actual prism pylons, have been installed on the feature Epcot entrance fountain, just like the classic fountain looked during the opening day in 1982. This is something that I know I've been looking forward to for a while, since they kind of leaked they were going to do this a few years back.
Yeah.
When it was rumored, it was exciting. I mean, it's such a beautiful structure as you guys are looking at it now. I don't know why they ever tried to take it away. I know they tried to go a weird route with Epcot in the 2000s with the multicolored logo and Eisner in the 90s and 2000s, but it's such a
going
beautiful.
Back to the classic, can't go wrong with the classic.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It is like a glassy type. Is it glass?
It's glass. Yeah, it's a prism. Yeah. It's prism glass, so it's gonna look like rainbowy on certain.
Yeah. The one thing I'm guessing they're gonna have to clean this probably every morning to get the light to shine through.
I'm sure they will, and they'll have people just sweeping around the fountain anyway.
Yeah.
So, and they do fountain maintenance, so I think it'll be clean, and you can't touch it. No one can reach it at least.
Yeah. That is good.
Everything, but I think they'll keep it pretty pristine. This is going to be their new baby at Epcot, especially since they're, taking back on a lot of the Epcot overhaul. A lot of things won't come into fruition. I know this fountain definitely was, and we're already seeing it now, but this is going to be that new centerpiece. I know it's Spaceship Earth, but when you look up at it, you have Spaceship Earth all behind it. I think it's made to be. It's magical.
Get ready for a new PhotoPass spot.
Yeah.
Because the line will be very, very long for this one, obviously, being at the front of the park. But it's going to be a great picture location if you get good angles and stuff like that.
So. A lot of people have never seen it in person, so they'll just love it for the beauty that it is. And for a lot of people, like I know my father, whenever he sees it, it's going to be real nostalgic. He was there the opening year, and obviously a lot of time since then, and he saw the pylons a lot. I know I saw them. I'm not going to lie and act like I remember it too much because I was much younger, but I definitely recognize it, and we have photos of it and stuff. But I'm excited to see it in person. I keep flashing these photos up that you guys are looking at, but I think it's just beautiful. It's not an attraction. It's not another pavilion in the World Showcase, but I'll take it, like a grain of salt. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on going to Epcot when I go back in September, but I might just have to walk in there just to get a couple pictures and walk back out.
You'll have to make sure you can get a reservation, but it looks like all the Epcot ones are always open, so
yeah,
we'll take it. If it was Hollywood Studios, you've had more of a problem. But anyways, I think it was a fantastic idea. Long time coming. Glad to see it back. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I mean, do you like it? Do you wish they kind of stayed ever moving forward and changing, kind of how Epcot fanatics kind of claim, or then there's the other half of Epcot fanatics that want it to be the classic nostalgic look. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Let us know what you think about the other topics as well. What do you think about Mulan coming to Disney Plus? That's going to be a huge kind of movement for the movie industry. A lot of people are engaged what they do in the future based on the outcome of that. So let us know all your thoughts and comments below. Please hit the thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you want to see when all of the new and future content comes out. You'll get notified, you'll be the first to see it, and you'll be up to date on all your Disney news. So that being said, we will talk to you guys next episode. Take care.
Have a good one.